Alright, sometimes action in cinema is done properly. The gritty, visceral feeling is what we're combing for. In these action movies, I want to start drilling into some of these action moments in cinema to find out some of the wins and some of the sins, the decisions that are made, and the tactics that are used. Would this work in real life? That's the question that we want to answer. We'll search high and low, trying to find the best action moments that were ever brought to the screen. Let's dig into the poetry of violence, the cinematography of pain, the beauty of brutality. This is Poetry of Violence. Now, before we get into this one, fair warning. There's a lot of blood, a lot of violence in this one. Also, spoiler alert, duh. The film we're looking at today is The Man from Nowhere, a Korean film released in 2010 by Lee Jong-byum, a prolific director with a long career ahead of him, in my opinion. When it comes to action or grit, the Koreans know what they're doing. The Man from Nowhere might as well be a PG-13 movie compared to the other Korean thrillers such as Chaser or I Saw the Devil. Korean cinema loves, heart emojis, a good revenge story. There is no different here, but with the twists. So let's jump into the first scene. A dancer finds an opportunity to intercept a handful of drugs. The police are on a sting at the exact same moment, waiting for the handoff and to arrest the perp. This shot, in particular in the stakeout van, is a beautiful moment. The moment the lead sergeant tells everyone their positions and warns them about the large target that they need to arrest and to be careful, from his tone, you can tell that he is a well-seasoned police officer. The shot shows movement from every character, providing visual variety. The light transition in the van making a still shot into a transition scene without changing the shot itself. I know this is not an action scene, but the guy from the front does throw a pair of gloves to the back. So there's your action, you damn junkies. And then exposition. The shot of the dancer revealing herself from the hiding spot is a great placement for her ambush. There's a camera above the guy's shoulder to give you a reference to the space right before the shot of the clothes rack where the dancer emerges. The shot of the feet shows her carefulness of the situation. It's a methodical step, letting you know that this has been premeditated for a while. She didn't even have time to change her clothes, knowing that she had a small time frame where she had to get in place. The shock to the back of the neck causes the carrier to hit his head against the locker. This should cause an extended blackout. She's never used a taser before and was shocked by the results. This is revealed because she also drops the taser at the same time. The moment that she unwraps the drugs, you can see she's a drug addict. The way she reacts to it is unsteady, and the lengths she went to intercept this means she's desperate. The way that her eyes roll back shows that she's craving for a fix. We now go to arrest the perp. First officer tries to use a collapsible baton, but the large perp intercepts the swing and instantly takes head control while shifting the body weight of the officer, using head control to toss him into a glass display. As he's being rushed, the large perp uses good evading grapples so he can't be piled on. This is not his first rodeo. As soon as he got hit in the back, he resorted to an environmental weapon that can keep the group at a distance. You can hear the base of the plant hit a wall, and you can tell that he's swinging with force. The casual walk-up of the lead sergeant is great. He knew exactly how to handle the situation, like he calculated all the chess moves while walking up. The bottle to the head let the perp know, hey, teddy bear, there's someone here that's capable and that means business. He also insults him to get him more agitated that led Teddy Bear to make a bad decision or a wrongful calculation, causing Teddy Bear to rush with a right hook, and the sergeant ducks the right hook and intercepts with an underarm judo choke, shifting the body of his opponent as his opponent tries to use their weight to regain control. The sergeant realizes he won't be able to toss the larger man, so he went for a weak spot, which is his legs. He knows that Teddy Bear is top heavy, so if he can buckle the legs, the top portion of Teddy Bear is heavy enough to cause a hard fall. Then you add a heavy glass display to that, and it's night-night for... Now that we have established the level of artistry that this movie is working with when it comes to action, let's go to the final fight. This is the climax of the film. The pawn shop owner confronts the human organ traders at their warehouse. In Korea, it's highly illegal to use or own a firearm. As you can see, most of these men have knives and baseball bats. This is because if you get arrested, you are more likely to be released sooner than if you had possession of a firearm. This lets the gang stay in constant operation with their foot soldiers because they get back on the streets. I really want to show the moments before the actual action happens because this scene lets the whole moment breathe.
옆집 아저씨? 너 도라이 정신병자지? 종석이 어디 있어?
소미가 먼저다.
야, 받아. 비켜 이 새끼야. 무서워서 못 가겠다 야. 받아. 스트라이크? 걔가 천당으로 엄마 찾으러 갔어. 근데 눈깔이 없어서 못 찾아. 넌 사람 잘못 건드렸어. 옆집 아저씨? 장난치냐 이 개새끼야? 내 동생 어딨어? 내 동생 어딨어?
존치가 몇 개냐?
뭐?
나 전당 판다. 금리빨은 받아. 금리빨 빼고.
The quick and low draw delays the reaction time from the enemies, letting him get at least 3 shots off before their reaction time. The pawn shop owner knew who was firing at him, so he had to take him out of play. This was a tactical role not to get cover, but to get a better line of sight to the only back exit that he knew that the boss was leaving in. An empty firearm can still be used as a weapon. You can use the handle as a striking implement. Would a 9mm USP go through a body at that distance? I don't know. The way he uses his opponents in one end so no one gets behind him is very strategic. I would not, however, try to block a baseball bat because that can shatter your forearm. His joint control, his deflecting, his parries, his strikes are very believable here. And the way that he's trained, he wants to keep all his enemies in a funnel, in a line. This way, all the enemies can attack him at once. If you have 6 opponents coming at you, and you strategically place them in front of each other, then that means they all can attack you at once. When being attacked by multiple opponents like this, you want to do 2 things. Disable them as quickly as they approach, or movement. Movement is key to get around, to try to have no one behind you, to try to force enemies to get into a single file line. He moves and disables very well here. He always makes sure that everyone is in front of him for the most part.
이거 총 어디서 난 거지 이거? 야, 형사인가? 뭐 하는 거야, 새끼야? 빨리 챙겨!
야, 나 지금 총을 맞아가지고 제가.
안 죽어, 이 새끼야. 빨리 챙겨.
This reminds me of the movie Spartan. They said a line in there that said, "There's no such thing as knife fighting. If you run into someone that tries to knife fight you, you kill the poor bastard." This caliber, it takes hand-eye coordination, muscle memory, constant training. So this is pure skill in action. And our pawn shop owner clearly shows his ability and just completely overwhelms our enforcer. As dirty as the enforcer is, he just wasn't prepared for the pawn shop owner being as gorilla and as dirty as possible to achieve his goals. So take note, action films, because this is the way you die properly. You don't cut the scene, you show them all the way until the soul leaves their body. Give us satisfaction of that bad guy we've been following and then seeing his demise, but giving us the satisfaction of letting us see him take his final breath. Well, that's it for this cult classic. Thank you so much for watching this video. Next time we'll review maybe an anime action scene or an American action scene, definitely a foreign action scene. But if there's a movie out there or an action scene that you just kept with you that you just cannot shake, please leave in the comments and I would love to watch it. Please, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Peace.